Hey guys, I just wanted to give you some quick information on these portfolios that we're working on. I know that this is kind of a new thing for some of you, so I wanted to make sure that we kind of went over them individually. Obviously, if we were together in class, I would have spent a lot more time explaining this than I did in my overview video for the week. So I just want to make sure that we're taking the time to get you guys the information you need about these portfolios for College Comp 1. So the first thing is, what exactly is it that we are doing? There are a couple different pieces to this. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick two pieces of writing, and they can either both be from the same class or they can be from two different classes that aren't this class. So if you wrote something for US history last year or this year, if you wrote something for your English class, if you wrote a lab report for science, I'm going to guess you wrote something for math at some point in your academic career. I don't know, maybe you wrote something for art class. Everybody's writing in different classes. So just take what you did. Maybe it's for another STC class. I know some of you guys are taking extra STC classes. Find something that you wrote that you think you can improve on. Keep in mind, this does not have to be super long. I do not expect, nor do I particularly want, everybody's English 3 research papers. If you really want to do that, that's fine, but please don't give me two of them. Keep in mind that we don't have a ton of time to do this, so pick things that you can focus on. I would prefer that it's prose, not poetry. Editing and revising poetry is a really different kind of sport or animal than revising prose, and I really don't know that this is the best context for that. So if you have any questions about will this work, go ahead and ask me. It doesn't have to be super long. It can be, if it's something that was, the original answer was 2 paragraphs, and you're like, I can do this and this with them, great. You're going to review them critically. So you're going to take an eye to improvement, take a look at them, and you're going to improve them. This is where that feedback journal thing we've been doing all trimester might come in really handy. You're also going to write an introduction and a conclusion for the overall set of work. There are specific directions.
I'm having trouble.
Sorry, that was my watch. There are specific directions for what I'm expecting from you on that in the Canvas classroom, so please make sure that you read those. Why are we doing this? That's one of the questions I always get. Why are we doing this? Number one, SCC requires that we do it. So in order to fulfill the core standards for SCC and for us to be allowed to continue offering College Comp 1 here at the high school, we have to do this. Another thing is that it's just good practice for your writing process. Getting used to looking over your own stuff, improving it, and identifying areas for improvement is huge. This also allows you to get a different look at your work. Keep in mind that this is stuff that I didn't assign to you, that I haven't read before. I'm going to look at this differently than you or your other teachers are, and it just kind of gives you another perspective. Even if you hand the same paper to 2 different teachers, and you guys have probably seen this before, if you hand me the same paper that you gave Mrs. King, we're going to see different things in it. That's pretty normal. We're human beings after all, but it just gives you a different look at your work. It also gives you an opportunity to look at your work again, and after you've left something sit for a while, it's going to look different and you're going to see the errors more easily. So as part of this process, we're also going to be having conferences. You guys are each required to schedule at least one individual conference with me that you can book me as linked in the Canvas classroom. Why are we doing this? Again, SCC requires this, so we're doing it. This also helps me get some real quick context for what you wrote and what the purpose of it was. Please remember that I didn't assign these. I may not have always read what they're based on, or if I have, maybe I read it, when I was in high school, and I don't know what the purpose of the assignment was. So being able to ask you a couple of questions will help me. It also gives you some opportunity to work with me individually to get some real-time feedback as I'm reading it, and then it helps us to kind of work through it together. This can be a pretty cool process as a writer. If you haven't done this before, I think you'll find it pretty useful. But that's why we're doing this. If you have any questions or concerns about this, as always, you guys are going to make your individual appointments using the You Can Book Me link. I've got my office hours on Monday and Tuesday of this week, and otherwise email me and we will set something up. If we need a video chat or whatever, that's fine. We'll take care of it. So again, any questions or whatever, let me know and I will help you take care of it.